Introduction to Nahum. Author Nahum. Date written between 663 and 612 BC. Time span not specified. Title. From the book's author Nahum. This name means comfort. Background. The book of Nahum is a sequel to the book of Jonah, wherein Jonah led to the city of Nineveh, Assyria's capital, in a tremendous revival which delays God's judgment against them. But that happened about 150 years before, and now, after years of falling away, Nineveh has become even more wicked. Assyria Assyria is at the peak of her reign, exuding pride, wealth, and power. Nahum, a prophet from the Judean town of Elkosh, Elkosh, has this mission to preach God's coming judgment against Nineveh and God's comfort to the Israelites. Were written, Judah, to whom? To Assyria and her capital city, Nineveh, but a comfort to God's people in Judah as well. Content. Assyria has progressively conquered nation after nation. The Assyrians are a brutal people, cruel, defiant, and immoral, and their sins against God's people bring the judgment of God on themselves. Nahum predicts the desolation of Nineveh, which takes place some years later when a flood of the Tigris River destroys part of her previously invincible city walls. Forces from Babylon then enter the city to fulfill Nahum's word. Yeah, Nineveh's destruction will be final, whereas Judah, at her destruction, will leave behind a remnant. Key words: wrath and comfort. By all human standards, Nineveh has might and power. The city is surrounded by a great wall 100 feet high that reportedly could hold 6 chariots riding abreast, as well as a great moat 60 feet deep. 200 towers ascend another 100 feet above the wall. But despite this formidable opposition, Nineveh will not escape God's wrath. Nahum has content words of comfort for his people. The Lord will not at all acquit the wicked. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. Themes: God is patient and slow to anger. The praise from our lips and the works of our hands together enable us to worship God. One plus God is a majority. God's promises are sure, whether for blessing or for punishment. We should lean not on our own might, but on our mighty Lord. Vengeance is right reserved for God alone. Outline. Number 1, Nahum's vision of God's power and the deliverance of Judah is found in Nahum chapter 1 verses 1 through 14. Number 2, destruction of Nineveh is found in Nahum chapter 1 verse 15 through Nahum chapter 2 verse 13. And number 3, reasons for the fall of Nineveh is found in Nahum chapter 3 verses 1 through 19. May the Lord add a blessing to the introduction of the book of Nahum.